I'm glad you're here, Jules, because I was a bit disappointed. I got to be honest with the Gab and Jules podcast, not for the normal reasons, but for the fact that there was no crying, there was no real emotion from you with PSG getting knocked out in such a horrible manner. You almost just seemed to succumb to the inevitable that they were going to lose.
No, that's not true. Well, you want me to cry now because I'm
I want tears, Jules. I want tears.
We want to see some suffering here. Come on, get on with it. Hurry up.
I want you to be like Stevie when they say they got no shepherd's pie left.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. To be fair, when I saw the hailstorm and when I saw that Kylian Mbappe wasn't playing, on Tuesday night, my day had already been rubbish, and I thought this is not for us.
No.
And despite some good stuff, I thought they did some good things during the two legs. But clearly, I think a lot of things went City's way, and they probably deserve it. But when you've got a shot that deflects onto a defender onto the path of Riyad Mahrez, that helps you. And when on the other hand, a good header from Marquinhos hit the bar, then I think you realised what kind of game is it going to be. And it was one of those. There's no shame losing to this City team in the semi-final of the Champions League for the second time in a row. But when you're so close to the final, it's obviously heartbreaking to lose anyway.
It's quite something, isn't it, Jules? Shaka, to hear Jules putting up less of a fight than his team did.
Yeah, no, it's quite interesting to hear Jules rewrite history. I thought for a moment there PSG won and went through thanks to that brilliant Marquinhos header. But listen, in all honesty, PSG only have themselves to blame, especially after you see that first 45 and then that capitulation in the second half of the first leg. And then in the second, Manchester City were just the better of the two teams. PSG didn't have a lot of luck go their way, but you know, what can I say? Jules, it's heartbreaking, but I don't know what else to say, Jules.
Is that the last time we're going to see Kylian Mbappe in a PSG shirt in the Champions League, Jules?
You behave. You should behave. I think you should behave first, yeah.
Too late now. Too late now to come out fighting, Jules.
I don't know. Of course, it doesn't help that you lose in the semi-final and Kylian can look at City and say, I want to play for a team like this where the collective strength is much stronger than what he has in Paris. Of course, he can also look at it and say, okay, it's final 1 year, semi-final the following year. Again, there's no shame into losing at that stage against a team like that. I think he's still very much a 50-50 up in the air. He will decide. It's a real shame, I think, that he was not fit to play at all in that second leg. And certainly it would have been a different story and City might still have qualified even if Kylian had played. But it was hard to take for PSG to see that he could not play. But I don't know where his head at if he thinks that they're not good enough for him, if he feels that maybe Ligue 1 is not good enough for him and he wants to go to bigger leagues and bigger clubs, which is fine. But I think the most important right now is he will have to make a decision quickly now because this can't drag on for much longer. Even for PSG's sake, they need to know, he needs to know, and he also needs to see who can pay the money now to go and get him because, again, that's not a given.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.